Thank you for joining me in Wilderness with Amani. I just finished fishing at Dick's Lake, but I'm shooting this intro now because I caught so many fish on my fly rod and jigs. I want to show you at least 5 or 6 fish of each, so I think it's better if I make 2 clips. So for the jig fishing, I was fishing this bucktail crappie jig like I was using in the river, and I caught a bunch of trout all over the place. But I'm just going to show you the ones I caught here because I caught like 5 fish just right here. And I got a really nice 13-incher, nice brook trout. And it's really deep. And I was letting that jig sink way down deep. And I was bringing it up, and these bigger fish were coming up out of the depths. I mean, I caught fish in shallow water next to shore. I caught fish in deep water. Started out a little bit slow, but once I got things going, things started rocking, boy. So I hope you enjoyed the jig fishing, and there's some nice brookies in Dick's Lake, I'll tell you. This deep ledge right here where it's really deep because I was trying to see if I could get something big. This guy ain't huge, but he's nice. There he is. That is a nice brookie. I caught him down. I let that jig sink way down there, and get that jig out of his mouth. I let it sink way down there. Get wet here. Let's take a look at this guy. Look at the colors on this brook trout. See if I can show you here, because these guys are really lively and they jump out. He's got the orange belly, the white tips on his fins. And I caught him down at about 20 feet of water. Look at that. That's a beautiful fish right there. Woo! There he goes, like a rocket. It's crazy. The fish are all over the place. They're right on the shore over there. I'm catching fish in really deep water here. Who knows? You just gotta try everything. I'm letting this thing sink way down there. And a couple fish have come up and tried to grab it. And I'm seeing if there's anything big down in this deep water. And there seems to be some good fish down there. And I'm just jigging it and letting it sink, jigging it and letting it sink. And you'd think that they'd have trouble catching it, but they don't. Well, I can see a fish is chasing it. He's trying. Come on, take it. He wouldn't take it. He was swimming around it. And this thing sinks so fast, you'd think they'd have trouble, but they don't. Jigs. I'm gonna be able to do a whole jig clip just off this one spot. I mean, that's like a nice 12-incher, man. That is awesome. That's a nice brook trout. And I'm just fishing this really deep water with this 1/8 ounce jig. And these guys are just nailing that jig, boy. That's a nice brookie. Beautiful fish. And he came up out of that deep water. I'm fishing like probably 20 or 30 feet of water, I think. And I'm just letting this thing go all the way down, and I'm just jigging it up, and they're just coming up and grabbing it. Fish on a jig. All the fish I'm catching on this jig in this deep water are all nice. There's like a big school of big brookies down there that are game for this jig. I'm just hammering these fish, and they're really beautiful. Just one after another. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to show all the fish I caught today. I probably caught 20 fish today. So I don't know if I'm gonna make it into 2 or whatever, but that's a nice brookie right there. I'm just fishing that deep pattern now on this side of the lake. Over there it was shallow, over here it's deep. And this guy is colorful. He's a nice one. I'm getting some nice ones on this jig now. I'm really trying to target, hands wet. I'm really trying to target something big down deep. I've already caught enough small fish but I'm getting these guys down there in that deeper water. And look at the colors on that fish. That's a nice brookie. There he goes. These fish are really wild, and they're really, they jump right out at you. but I'm letting this jig get way down there. It sinks really fast, and then I'm just popping it. And, you know, I seen a couple chasing it where they're not getting it. If these fish want to get it, they can get it, trust me. Way out there. He's nice. This might be the guy I've been looking for all day. That's a good fish right there. He nailed that. I got him way out over this shelf out there. I threw my jig over that, and he came in. Ooh, I want to land him. Come on. Come on. Don't be that way. Don't. He is feisty. Ooh, that's a nice brookie right there. And I'm gonna wrap up my day with this brookie. Look at that. That's like a nice 13-inch brook trout. That's a nice brookie right there, boy. That's the best brookie I've gotten in a while in an alpine lake. That is a beautiful fish. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That just made my day. I caught a lot of fish, but not as good as this guy. All I can say is I highly recommend Dick's Lake. I didn't catch any rainbows today. Doesn't mean they're not in here. I just didn't catch any. I just got a bunch of really nice brook trout, and there's some good ones in here. So if you put your time in and you stay, I just day hiked in, so I'm leaving. If you put your time in here, I would get some decently heavy jigs and fish some of this deep water and see if you can't get something really, really nice. That one I got, it was nice, but it wasn't gigantic or anything. It was just a nice brook trout. So thank you for joining me on Wilderness with Monty. I hope you enjoyed the jig clips, and until next time.